you right here, you keep an eye on that light, and when it goes off, scream like a slur or something.
What up? And this is Zach Howard right here.
What's happening?
Who cares? I'm TJ Nickerson, and this is all of the podcasts you're trying to watch.
This is every local podcast slammed together.
And I swear we won't.
Every local right-wing podcast slammed together.
At least that's what they want you
That's
to
what they
think
want you to
about
think.
us, dude.
But we're not, dude. We're live as hell. We've gone over it.
I'm just stalling. I didn't think of anything funny.
So my wife, she likes playing video games. She likes playing horror video games. But she likes playing about 15 minutes in, and then she goes, beat this for me. And then she just...
I used to tell people, like, I used to be a really hardcore alcoholic. And then when I tell people about the pinky ring things, they go, well, people can change.
If I drive by a school going 15 miles an hour, looks like I'm trying not to hit kids with my car. If I drive by a school going 5 miles an hour, looks like I'm trying to hit on kids from my car.
So she walks through the cut scenes.
Yeah. She's a big fan.
And then you do all the scary parts.
I do all the tough parts when it's like a giant, like, baby blob chasing you through, like, this dark corridor. She's like, can you get me out of here? And I'm like, yes, I can do that.
That's kind of fun, though.
She also plays on easy on everything, so it makes me feel like a god.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, dude. I'm the
like,
best video game player of all
dude.
time.
I like this young fella right here. I've been sitting behind you the whole time. You're beautiful. And we kind of have the same haircut, but yours is a little more lesbian than mine.
I think Michelle was like, I don't want you to run. When he ran for both, but for Senate, and he filed without her knowing. She was like, I don't want this. I don't want you to do this. And he was like, I got it. And then filed behind her back and was like, oh, turns out I'm running for Senate.
I've never seen a whole crowd look so visibly lactose intolerant. What the fuck's going on in the water?
As the kids say, nightmare blunt rotation. A couch, the Pope, and J.D. Vance, Vice President.
J.D. Vance in drag. He's brought it back.
With a comically large lollipop. That's what J.D. Vance looks like. He looks like he should always have a guitar case that has a sucker in it.
that lady's just nodding, not laughing at all. You're nodding at me like you do the phone calls for a pedophile hunter.
Dude, you know that was a fucking fight. You did what?
Dude, Big Mike probably
Yeah,
beat his
Big
ass,
Mike.
dude.
I was about to
Big
say it
Mike
was a
probably
fight,
like-
dude. You got to fucking scrap.
That was a brawl.
They fucked at the end, dude. Probably the best. After a fight, dude, after breaking shit in your house, 2 grown men getting at it.
If Sister Act 4, Whoopi comes back and just becomes the Pope, but keeps doing The View as the Pope. As the Pope? Great. That would be awesome.
Sister Act for the Conclave.
I mean this with all the love in my heart, like sincerely with the love of Christ in my heart. Are you with these guys? It kind of looks like they dress you up and hunt you. Like for fun. You know, when they find you, they like grease you up and do weird things to you. R.I.P. the Pope.
So there's another T movie?
Yeah.
Not another T
There's a T.
movie.
Not another T movie. Yeah, and it's a T Pope movie. So I just, you know.
That's a trans cartel leader?
Yeah. What was it called?
Is it
we talked about
Sicario?
No.
Don't worry, I'll move on. I know I made you uncomfortable. I'm also in the room.
In Savannah, the big thing was when you checked the military ID, you always had to go. You can't bring a gun in here. Like, they'd be like, what? You're like, go back to your fucking car, dude. I know you got a gun on you. I had a guy that was so drunk one time, and he was like, oh, you're right. And then tried to hand me his gun. I was like, Oh, dude.
I look at me in the mirror every day. I'm a little disappointed in me too.
They beat the shit out of him. And I went up afterwards. He and some of his buddies were all hanging out, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna burn one before we go on the bus." And this guy looks at me. He goes, "Nah, we're cool, and don't come over here no more." That's what the guy said to me. And next thing I know, he's winning a Heisman.
The next thing you know, he's asking some Asian lady to jerk him off in his hotel room.
Should have smoked weed with me. Would have
Yes, would have gone a whole different path, dude. Deshaun Watson could be doing stand-up comedy right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't have won the Heisman, but
He'd be crushing tournament topics.
yeah.
Give it up for logo retard Deshaun Watson.
We got 23. All his cases are just on the wheel. It's like 23 get sexual assault.
No matter what topic he gets, he just keeps trying to get the front row to jerk him off. Come on.
These Easter egg hunts, okay? They're too hard.
You ever buy a pocket watch at a Kohl's?
I've definitely had a pocket watch where I was like, this is cool, dude.
Yeah.
Having a pocket watch is cool.
I did worse than any of that. I was a yo-yo kid.
Dude,
Ooh.
I mean, how old,
Okay.
though?
Too old.
Too old.
okay.
Cool.
It started running into when I started
not
smoking
Asian
weed,
enough,
and
yeah.
dudes were like, bro.
Dude,
I was smoking a bowl, and I'm like walking the dog.
Yeah, I still have a minute. You don't have to keep going, but thank you. Interrupt the rest of my thing, that's fine. With your racial slur. Dude, kick this guy out. He's slurring.
I got arrested for allegedly smoking meth at the counter of a Waffle House while dressed as a clown. You know?
Which, yeah.
That's the story.
We're a radical right-wing podcast, so.
No, we're not, dude.
I mean, that's what people think.
That's what people. No,
It's because you say it every episode.
Yeah, but I mean, it's irony, dude. That's what people listen to what I'm really saying. I'm talking about love,
talking about
peace,
T-pose.
and the T-pose.